class we studied about the properties of a whole numbers and we solved the example based on the properties. So today let us continue with the next exercise. So in the next exercise the first question is, which of the following will not represent 0? Which of the following will not represent 0 is the question here. So we will see here 4 options are given. Which of the following will not represent a 0? So A is given. A is 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. It does not represent 0. Okay. A is the correct answer. So we will check for the other 3 answers. There should not be any other answer that should not represent a 0. See here, 0 into 0 will be 0. 0 divided by 2, 0. 10 minus 10 will be 0 by 2. So at the end answer will be 0 because anything 0 divided by anything will remain as 0. So here 0 into 0 is also 0. So which of the following will not represent a 0 means, so your answer is 1 plus 0 because 1 plus 0 you will get the answer as a 1 not as a 0. So it will not represent a 0. So next question. The product of two whole numbers is 0. Can we say that one or both of them will be 0? Justify through examples. So here the product of two whole numbers is 0. This is where we have to justify through the example that either a dividend or a divisor must be 0. Remember, if we have to get a product as a 0, either a dividend or a divisor has to be 0 or both of them has to be 0. Then only we will get 0, or else there is no possibility of getting 0 when you multiply two numbers. Either dividend or a divisor has to be 0. So what will be your answer here? Yes, you can say yes. So example, you take the example. You can justify it with the example. If 0 into 0 will be 0. Yes. So this is the first example. So second example. 5 into 0 is equal to 0. Or else you can take 0 into 5 is equal to 0. So see here divisor or a multiplicand or a multiplier has to be 0. We'll solve the next question. If the product of two whole numbers is 0, if the product of two whole numbers is 0, can we say that one or both of them will be 0? Justify through examples. See here, when you multiply two numbers, if you have to get a product as a 0, either multiplier or a multiplicand has to be 0. Then only you will get a 0, or else there is no possibilities of getting 0 in a multiplication. Either multiplier or a multiplicand has to be 0, or both of them has to be 0 to get a product as 0. See here, so the what is your answer here? You can say yes. Yes, either one of them has to be 0 or both of them has to be 0. So justify through examples. So examples. If I take 0 into 5, the answer will be 0. Or if you take 5 into 0, 5 into 0, the answer will be 0. So this is the first example. Second example, 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. See here, if you have to get 0, either a multiplier or multiplicand has to be 0. Then only you will get 0 as a product in a multiplication, or else there is no chance of getting 0. Or both of them have to be 0. Then only you will get a 0. This is how you can justify your answer. Or if you take any example, if it is 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into 0. So anything multiplied by 0 will be 0. Either a multiplicand or a multiplier has to be 0, then only your product will be 0. Or both have to be 0, then only your product will be 0. So solve the next question. If the product of two whole number is 1, can we say that one or both of them will be 1? Justify through examples. So this is as similar as the previous question. There, see here, when you multiply two numbers, your product has to be 1. So in entire mathematics or in entire tables what you learn, if you look at them, there is only one possibility, that is 1 into 1 is equal to 1. Apart from this, there is no possibility of getting 1 as a product. Only you will get 1 as a product when you multiply 1 into 1. Apart from this, there is no chance of getting 1 as a product in mathematics. So that means, what should be our answer here? Yes, both of them will be 1. Both of them should be 1. Then only you will get 1. If it is other number, then there is no chance of getting 1. In mathematics, 1 into 1 is equal to 1. To get a product as 1, you have to multiply it as 1 into 1. So, for example, if you multiply 1 into 1 is equal to 1. If you take other number, 1 into 2 will become 2, or 2 into 1 will become 2. So there is no chance of getting one number as a 1 and another different number. So you will not get product as 1. So the only one possibility is 1 into 1 is 1. Okay. Apart from this, there is no possibilities. Both of them will be 1. Then only you will get a product as 1. To solve the next question, find using distributive property. Using distributive property, we have to find the product of the given numbers. So to make a distributive property, I will write it as 708 into 101. I will split and write it as 100 plus 1. Now it is in the form A into B plus C, which you can use as A into B plus A into C. You can write it as A into B into A into C. So that is 728 into 100 plus 1 is equal to 728 into 100 plus 728 into 1. So on multiplying, how much will we get? 728, you write, there are 2 zeros at the end, write 2 zeros plus 728 to 1 is 728. On adding, you will get 28, 0 plus 8 will be 8, 0 plus 2 will be 2, 8 plus 7 will be 15, carry over 1, 2 plus 1 will be 3, so 7 remains as it is. So on multiplying, you will get 73,528. So first thing, split this number and write it as 100 plus 1, so then you can apply the distributive property. So we'll see the B1. So 5,437 into 1,000, one will write it as 1,000 plus 1. So it is in the form A into B, A plus B into C is equal to A into B plus A into C, which is the distributive property which we have studied in the previous class. So directly we substitute, that will become 5,437 into 1,000 plus 5,437 into 1. So is equal to 5,437. You write, there are 3 zeros at the right and write 3 zeros. So next 5,437 into 1 will be 5,437. Now add that. So 0 plus 7, 7, 3, 0 plus 4, 7 plus 5 will be 12. So take 12, 3 plus 1 will be 4, 4, 5. So how much will get? 54,42,437 will be your product. So now we have to split a number and write. So 504 and into 35 is there. So to get the zeros at the end, it is better that I have to split 504 instead of splitting 35. So I will split and write 504 as 500 plus 4 into 35. We will take it as into 35. See here, to make this sum simpler, just think which number you have to split. So which makes your calculation easy, that number you will split here. 504, I can write it as 500 plus 4, so the calculation will become easy over there. If you split 35, 30 into 5, again you have to multiply 504 with the 5. So better you split 504. That makes your calculation simpler. So 500 into 35 plus 35 into 4. So on applying distributive property. So write 2 zeros at the end. 5 into 5 will be 25. 5 into 2 15 on 17. Plus 35 into 4. 5 into 4 20. 4 into 3 12 plus 2 14. So write 0 plus 0. 0 plus 4 will be 4. 1 plus 5 will be 6. 7. So it will be 17,640 will be the product. This is how we have to calculate using the distributive property. Yesterday also we solved in our previous class we solved the sums using the distributive property. We'll see the next question. Study the pattern 1 into 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. 12 into 8 plus 2 is equal to 98. 123 into 8 plus 3 is equal to 987. 1234 into 8 plus 4 is equal to 9876. Right? The next two steps, can you say how pattern works? See here, very simple how pattern works we'll learn here. See here, 1 into 8, 1, 2 into 8, 1, 2, 3 into 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 into 8 plus 4. See here, 1 into 8, so what they have multiplied, that same number they have added, that is 1 into 8 plus 1 has become 9. So next number they have taken here. Behind 1 they have taken next number 1 2 into 8. So next number what they have taken, that same number they have added, plus 2 is equal to 98. Next number 1 2 3 into 8 plus 3 will be 987. 1 2 3 4 into 8 plus 4 will be 9876. So here 9876 numbers are going in a decreasing order. Here they are going in a increasing order. What numbers come here, they have added the same number here. Next 1 2 3 4, next number is 5 they have taken and multiplied with 8 and they have added a 5. So we got the next number. So with this we can write the next step. So 1 2 3 4 5 they have taken. Next will be 6 into 8 plus 6 is equal to, the next pattern will be 9 8 7 6 5 and 4. So that apart from this next pattern, next we have to take 1 2 3 4 5 6 is there. Next number you take 7 into 8 and the same number you have to add plus 7 is equal to, you get 9 8 7 6 5 4 3. So if they have asked the next step also, so you will take 8 here and add 8. So you take it as 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2. Like that you have to write the next step. Very simple this. Homework. Find using distributive property 824 into 25, 4275 into 125. Note on this and solve this. Hope you enjoyed this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.